Hello friends, it is Saturday, and if you know me, you know that it's errand day. So I got a few new goodies from Sephora, my final order that I made, as well as some goodies from Walmart and TJ Maxx, whatever. And I thought, what a better thing to do than to film a get ready with me, chit chat, and catch up. So if you want to see how this look will turn out, because I have no idea how it will turn out, keep on watching, hang out with me. Okay, so first and foremost, let's go through some of these goodies that I got from Sephora, my last order from the sale. So let's put this here. I went ahead and I ordered myself the new KOSAS Cloud Set Translucent Powder because I heard from somebody that it's just like the Givenchy one. So we will go ahead and try them because I do have the pink Givenchy one. And we can compare. So KOSAS Cloud Set Translucent Candy Rose Ultra Transparent. So we'll try that. That's exciting. Then I was watching, what is his name? He's a makeup artist based in Tampa. And he was doing a makeup look. I forget his name. Rob? Yeah. So he did this beautiful look on a model, and he used this blush. It is Patrick Tashi's The Moment. And I'm like really into these peachy blushes now, these baby peachy blushes now. So this is it. I had to have it and I ordered it. So I'm very excited about that. And I got the two new Giorgio Armani blushes, the Luminous Silk Cheek Tints. I got 53S and 50S. The formula is not new, but these shades are new and they are shimmery. So I think 4 came out, I believe, if I'm correct, but I only wanted. So this is 53S and it's the Cosmic Pink. And it has shimmer in it. So I think that's what the S stands for. And it's such a beautiful lavender color, even though it's very pink. And this one is Starlit Peach. And it's 50S, and it's also got shimmer in it. So these were new. And they're super sheer. Especially this peach one, you could barely see it. Look at that. I did, however, get a lot of color this past week. So anyway, we'll try it. We shall see. And the last thing I got was this NARS blush in NARS Afterglow Liquid Blush in the Big O. I got it because TikTok influenced me. I followed this girl on there, Danielle. I forget her last name. It's very similar to the peach one, and she uses it all the time, and it just looks so pretty. So I got that. So we'll play with them and see how everything looks. Another thing that influenced me on TikTok, friends, is they've been around forever, but all of a sudden they're in every other TikTok story that I get. So I don't know why, but I got them. As you all know, the Physicians Formula bronzer is my favorite bronzer of all time. And I don't know, I just I've never wanted them, and then all of a sudden I want them. You know what I mean? So yes, marketing works. You can be influenced. Be careful. Let's get into the makeup. So I'm gonna start off with this Merit Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. I got it. This was part of my first, part of my first order from Sephora during the sale. And I have been liking it. So if that gives you any indication. A little mini review. It is pretty good. I also want to use the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip tint, but I feel like, you know what, let's try it anyway. So I'm gonna take a brush. I'm gonna take my Say brush, and we're going to use a brush, and then I'll use a sponge to finish it off. Okay. I really like this tint. Like my skin, it does get oily kind of, but but it is very dehydrated, especially now that I'm fully in the sun. Like we're not quite yet in summer, but it is very hot here. So I use way more sunscreen, and that really dries my skin out. Also, I started swimming daily for exercise, and that's drying my skin out. And yeah, so this tint has been really good to me. It is light enough that I don't really feel it on my skin, but it's also, you know, kind of covers enough. And the color right now, this is color 8. I know they're all sold out right now after the sale, but you know. And Sephora is slick, you know. Did you see? Just gonna add a little more here. Did you see they have the 20 off for everyone right now? One-time use code. They really, like, I would be mad if I purchased at 10% as a regular member and then saw this 20%, I would be pissed. I would return everything and repurchase at 20%. Like, honestly, I think that's, thank you for the 20% off, but messed up a little bit, you know? Okay, so I like, look at that, so pretty. Okay, let's move on to the concealer. And today, for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, I woke up with dark under eyes. So while I do my under eyes, I want to use my pink concealer from Maybelline. I'm going to let this concealer dry a little bit on my spots before I blend them in. So I want to, yes, here it is. I want to use the Maybelline eraser in pink because, I don't know, out of nowhere, I have been getting sleep, but out of nowhere I'm getting these gnarly dark circles. I don't really suffer with dark under eyes, but like, what's going on? Okay, now I'm going to go over everything with my beauty blender, and I want to ask how everybody's doing. Are we excited for the summer? It's coming up. Happy Easter to those that celebrated. This is gonna go up after, but for me, Easter is tomorrow. Happy Passover for all those that celebrate. Yeah, so look at that. I mean, beautiful. Let's move on to the concealer. I'm gonna put very little because I feel like I'm always looking out my window. I feel like the Maybelline one covered it a little bit, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on. And then we're going to blend it in and use some bronzer. Yep, so Saturday, errand day for me. This is when I'm going to clean and do the laundry, you know, regular stuff, run food shopping, all that stuff. So coffee is life. Okay, for my bronzer, I'm going to go in with this baby. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour, and the only reason why I'm using it, even though I don't love it, is because I want to use it up, to be honest with you. I want to use it up and I want to set it and forget it. You know what I mean? I think it's almost out. Like, I have this much left. Let's be real, there's not much in there to begin with. But I want to use it up because A, it was expensive. B, you should use up your makeup. And C, I want it in my used up makeup in my empties bin when it's time to film my empties. That bin is getting big. So I'm excited to use it up. So you know why I don't like it? I don't like it because I really do believe that they changed the formula on this baby, because it dries up so fast now. You have to work, whereas before I could put on it all over my face and it won't dry up until I'm ready for that area. Now I have to work one area at a time. All right, so bronzer is on. Now let's try the powder. Right off the bat, you guys can tell that one is way pinker than the other. Now, this is the original formula and I wanted to compare how they feel. This is all of them mixed together. And this is KOSAS. I already opened it because I didn't want to stay on here for an hour. Okay. So this is KOSAS. And I want to make sure I get enough. Okay. KOSAS Givenchy. KOSAS is way pinker. It is very similar to the Givenchy formula wise. Like, they're finely milled. I feel like they're milled the same way. However, is it the same as on the eye? So what I'm going to do for you guys, just as a comparison, I'm going to put the Givenchy on my right eye, and I'm gonna put the KOSAS on my left eye, and we'll see how it performs throughout the day. I know that Givenchy is a beautiful powder and I know that it works well. However, they've gone and did it, changed the formula on us. And now the new Givenchy powder is caca, if you know what I mean. So we now, all of us faithful Givenchy users, are on a hunt for one that will replace it and will do just as good a job as the Givenchy. And I'm looking for one. There's a certain company I will not try. I'm not gonna name it. Okay, way pinker. Way pinker. Okay. We shall see how it lasts throughout the day. I just want to make sure. All right, let's move on. I want to use the new silk blush, Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint in 50S. Which brush should I use? I'm going to use, nope, my It Cosmetics This one, there's nothing on it. It's just stained at this point. So I was a little bit apprehensive because it is extremely sheer, but look how pretty it is. Oh, wow. What a pretty color. And the sheen on this baby, wow. And it's not lifting anything from underneath it. I mean, I knew the formula was great, but look how pretty that is. Pretty. You know what I'm gonna do on this cheek? On this cheek, I'm going to put it on my hand and then pick it up with the brush and put it on like that and see if there's a difference in application. Well, we're here to experiment, you know? We're here to experiment. I am absolutely in love with this blush. Okay, let's take A+. And I know it's gonna last me the whole day, so I know that. Okay, let me take off the powder now, and we're gonna go in and do our powder products for the face. So where is my, here we go. I don't know if you guys can tell. I cannot tell a difference, but you know, the proof will be in the pudding at the end of the day, right? Right. Okay, for my bronzer, for my powder bronzer, I'm gonna go into this palette, the Physicians Formula Butter Dream Team, and I'm going to use the matte bronzer. Oh my god, I absolutely love the smell of these. It brings me back, to be honest with you, it brings me back to such good times growing up. Teenager, living with my parents, summer with my friends. Oh, I absolutely love the butter bronzers. I love Physicians Formula butter bronzers. And you know that, guys, it is my favorite. Now that I got a little bit of color, I'm feeling very bronzy. I'm feeling very healthy and alive. My mood is instantly up, you know what I mean? It's like all these things are happening when the sun comes out. Obviously, vitamin D. Obviously, you're feeling better, but oh, I love the summer. That's why I moved here, honestly. That's why I moved to Southwest Florida, Florida in general, because I just got so, I love New York, don't get me wrong, New York is home, but I just could not with the weather anymore. It's winter 9 months out of the year. It's end of April, and well, it's mid-April, and it's still freezing there. They get 1 day of nice weather and 2 weeks of cold. 1 day of nice weather, I can't. I couldn't do it anymore. I need, you know how Posey Parker, whatever, in White Lotus says, I'm too old to live an uncomfortable life. That's me. That's how I feel. I'm not at the age to be uncomfortable anymore. I don't want to do it. I want to live in the sun. I want to be able to swim for exercise every day. And I couldn't do it anymore. So here I am. I'm very happy. Everybody's getting spring, summer. I love it. Anyway, I went off on a tangent. She's the moment, and I'm going to use the powder because I feel like it's the most similar to this color. Why? I love it. Look at that. In another video, I'll use this just as both cream and the powder, but here I'm just going to use the powder. Okay, now what I want to do is, as per usual, my face is going down, because no matter what I do, it always ends up right here. The colors always end up right here. So what I want to do, friends, is I want to bake a little bit under there so that I can get rid of that a little bit. Let's put that on and we'll move on to the eyes. Clean it up a little bit. I'm feeling very mellow today. I feel it in my voice. Like the energy is super low. Everyone, it's like 11 o'clock already almost. But my kids are still in bed. And I'm not gonna wake them up because they get up really early for school throughout the year. And my oldest works very late. So I'm not going to be waking them up. Let them sleep a little bit, but my house is quiet, very mellow here. And I figured, let me film, might get ready with me, and let's move on to the eyes. I'm gonna be very simple with my eyes today. I'm going to use this Merciere eyeshadow stick in copper, and then I'm going to use some powder shadows to go over that. But that's all I want to do. I don't want to go crazy today. And I want to make sure that people don't look at me like I'm... What was that woman's name on the Drew Carey show? The one that had the crazy makeup? I don't remember. But I don't want to look like her today. I love looking like her once in a while, but not today. We were supposed to clean out my mother-in-law's house today. I'm gonna put a little bit under. We're supposed to assemble some furniture. She had tenants move out. That's a story for another day, guys. Oh, do I have a story for you there? But basically, my in-laws, they live in New York. And they have a house right next to us that they bought thinking they would, you know, be snowbirds a little bit. But it turned out they weren't able to come here and got tenants. And the rest is a very interesting history. I'll get into it one day. Let me know if you want story time. I have some stories for you. Let me know. I'm not gonna go into it now. Otherwise this video is gonna be 3 hours long. I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Spice palette. And I want to just kind of do a little crease color, and that's it. And I'm gonna mix these two. This palette is so pretty, guys. Don't sleep on it. Now that Sephora has 20% off till Monday, I believe. So it's so pretty. And it's very versatile. You can do a lot of looks. You could do daytime, nighttime, vacation time, work, whatever you want. It has deep colors. It has a good crease colors. Like, it's such a pretty palette. And of course, I cannot handle myself, and I will put a little bit of shimmer on. Shimmer and shine. Any of your kids were obsessed with that? Oh, let me not get flagged. Okay. I think that's all I want to do for my eye. There's not enough shimmer in this eye. That's all I want to do for my eyes. Simple in Sasha's world. Let's go put on mascara and eyebrows, and we'll be right back to finish off the face. Done with everything. Let me get rid of this powder. Where's my brush? Okay. Let's get rid of the powder. Okay, now I feel like my face has been picked up a little bit. I feel like my eye is missing a little bit something, so I got a brown pencil from STILA. It has like a little shimmer in it, And I'm just going to put it, I'm not really putting on the waterline as much as I'm putting it in between the lashes. I just want a little darkness on the like my lash base. So I'm just putting it in between the lashes on the bottom and on top, but it's not in my waterline. So, and then I want to take a little brush, and I'm going to just on top blend it into the lash line. Blend it into the lash line, and this way it looks a little bit more, my lashes look a little bit more full. Let's do that on the other eye. Now I want to use up, I've used up my favorite highlighter from Dior. I did not repurchase it during the sale. I was really good. I wanted to, but I didn't because I just have so many highlighters. So I want to incorporate another highlighter that I want to use up this year, and I don't know which one to do. So, okay, for highlighter, friends, I want to use one of these babies. And I don't know if I want to use this one. It's called Murmur Butter Highlighter. And it's, sorry, I have a little liner there. Okay. This one is very gold. I feel like it might be a little bit too dark. Then we have two here. So this is an overlay. The highlighter is right here. It's peachy, champagne-y. And this one is called Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls. And then this one is Rosé All Day Petal Glow, and it has a little bit of like a pink here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the Rosé All Day, but I'm gonna use very, 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 very little of it because I don't want to kind of overpower what's going on. Woo! And I literally just went boop. Do not sleep on Physicians Formula is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. What? All right. Face is done. Let's do the lips. And for lips today, I'm gonna go in with Stripdown by MAC and this new Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. This is it. Very pretty. And I think it would look perfect with this look. I cannot talk. Well, I do lips. Look how pretty that is. And they're so hydrating. All right. Final touch, friends. Final touch is, of course, setting spray. And I'm trying to use up this Hourglass Veil one. Okay. I know you saw that I sprayed first over here. The reason why I do that is because the first spray from this bottle always comes out and like clunks and ends up leaving little particles on my face. So I spray it out first and then I go in to the rest of my face. Just a little tip for you if you notice that that's what it does. Okay, little powder, and we are done, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this look. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. I know it was all over the place, but this is just kind of how my Saturday videos are. If you're new here, hello, welcome. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy weekend. Bye.